morning, it's Ali from Design by Ali. Right, today I'm going to do a very black base, and I'm going to use some metallic colours. That's why I'm wearing gloves today, because the black will go everywhere. And I just want to, I'm going to swipe it using these tools, just to show that when it's dry, you'll see all the metallic sheen come through the colour of the black. So hopefully that will work, and we'll have a look and see if it does. So I'm going to have to got rid of, there was a lot of air bubbles in this, so I've let this sit for a little while. This is just acrylic black oxide paint, and it's mixed with water. There's nothing else in this. So hopefully this will work, and I'm going to spread that in the middle and stretch it out. So let's give it a go and see. I just put a little bit in the corners as well, because I'm going to need the coverage of this around the corners to cover the whole canvas. There we go. Right, so I'll just torch out the bubbles. So I knew there'd be quite a lot in this black. Try not to burn the canvas. And I'll just give that a little stretch. You can see that the consistency is actually quite thin, which is why it's moving pretty well. That's good, that's what I wanted, that's good. Right, okay, let's go. So these are the colours I'm using today. This is how thick they mix up. They all look like a creamy colour, they're all opaque. But if you look at the colours on the first one, this is pearl blue. Can you see that colour? That's quite a nice, and that's how it comes out with sort of a sheen. So I'm going to have to show you the dry finished piece with this one. So that's the blue. Let's look at these ones. This is the pearl violet. Can you see the shine on that one? And that's the plan, is that all those colours come straight through and shine. But all the consistencies, these are a little thicker. These are a bit like using the mica paste, if you use those, or the mica powders. This is the pearl red. See the shine on that? This one is the pearl green. I almost want it to look almost mermaidy like. And this one hasn't got a label on it, but I'm told this is the pearl yellow, although it looks quite goldy. Can you see that colour? Yeah. Right, let's give it a go then. So I'm just going to lay these down, and then I'm going to swipe them. So that was the violet one. This is the red one. Should put that back in there. Which is which? You can see, I don't know if you can see that already, but that's already forming a little bit of violet colour around there. Looks really pretty. Okay, let's try this one. This is the pearl red. I just want them to slightly touch. This is the green. And this one is the pearl yellow. I'll wipe the little bit that I spilt there. But it doesn't really matter if it's gone in there. And this one is the blue, because I want to do sort of a mermaidy effect. I'm going to do the blue down the sides because to kind of represent the part of the sea. Just do that along there like that, and then hopefully this will work out. Just put those back. They are. Wipe my gloves. Right, let's go. So we'll just give this a torch. There's a few air bubbles there. This out a little bit. There we go. Right, let's see. And we'll stretch it again afterwards. So I think I'll swipe the sides first with the blue. So first of all, I just need to put down some black paint. So let's put this on here. Just pour that directly onto there. I just want to cover the spatulas with black paint because that's going to help it swipe along. Okay, here goes. I don't know if you can see that blue already coming out there. That looks really pretty. Let's see. It's quite subtle at the minute, but when it dries, it should dry with a lovely sheen to it. So let's do the same this side. And it will look really metallic-y. And that one's doing exactly the same. That's really nice. And see where the oxide black starts to eat away at the colour, which is why you see all the cells coming up, which is the effect I'm going for. Let's see. Right, let's do some more black down here. Okay, let's dip that in there. And let's start the colour swipes. It's going to pick up all of those 4 colours. Or you can already see the green stands out quite well and the purple. Let's do that again. Keep that bit. Move it around a little bit because it's quite fluid. I think I'm going to come back this way on this one. Let's go back the other way. So it's picked up a little bit of the blue there as well. Bring some of the colour down there. Okay. And now to stretch it out completely. Okay. So you see as I'm stretching, the cells will just get bigger and bigger usually. Fingers crossed. Let's come back this way a little bit. I was going to do a mermaid shaped tail, but luckily I didn't, because I don't think it would have held its shape. And it probably then would look nothing like a mermaid tail. Stretch that down. Just bring it back down this way. The violet colour on here is really lovely. I don't know if you can see that very well. I try not to drop that. You can see the violet coming through and the blues. Right, leave that there. Right, I'm just going to add a bit more black to the outside. That'll help it spread a bit more. And I might do an extra couple of swipes. So although it looks quite dark here, I can really see the gold coming through, which looks really pretty. And the purple over here is really lovely. But let's see if I can emphasize that just a little bit more. Okay, right, let's put down some more. As I've made quite enough of it, let's not waste it. Up in there. Just like these. Add a little bit of the torch. See if I can bring the swipe across this way a little bit as well. So that one, first let's have this one. So this is the violet one again. So I'm just going to put down a little bit this time. This is the red one. You can't really see much red coming through there, can you? Let's see if it comes out a bit better now. If I do a slightly wider. This is the green. And this is the yellow, although it's more gold really. Let's give that another bit of a swipe. Let's use the wider one. These are just little palette knives. And stretch that colour down. Actually, we'll go back. Use that one, go back a little bit as well. Yeah, that's really nice colour. When these dry, you'll see how vibrant they are. Let's give that a stretch down. Can you see this blue coming down here? That's lovely. Just want that to drip over the edge a little bit. That's really nice colour. This blue here is really gorgeous. Now hopefully when this dries, that's going to really show. So I'm just going to touch up the bits that the canvas hasn't quite covered. Let's just touch up the sides as well. Some dark canvases, they don't always look nice unless you've got really bright colours on them. And you know, some people don't like the dark canvases, so they feel it's too black. Bit there. And the good thing with doing this technique is that you can just sort of keep going. You can keep, if you don't like the composition, you can just keep trying, adding more bits, because you're pouring a lot of the paint off, so you're not completely flooding the canvas. And the base paint is quite thin, you can tell. And this has no silicone in it, anything like that. It's just the opaque paints. Or metallic paints. Just do a little bit down here. I just want to go over these bits here because I can see that it's picked up little dips there. Get rid of those. Look, see if I want to add anything else to it. Right, that's that. I might just do a little bit of a swipe up there because that's quite a dark corner, although that's really blue, I can see it, it's going to be lovely. And I might put a bit more blue there. Okay, that's all covered, make sure the sides are covered. That's it. Yeah, I think I'm going to put a little bit more blue on the blue one. Is that the blue one? The green. You have to keep the tubes next to them so that you know what colour it is because they all look the same. Just put a tiny little bit over here. And then maybe a little bit over here. And I think that looks nice with the violets. Let's go with the violet one, which I think is that one. I hope is that one. I hope that's that one. I think this is the violet. Let's put a little bit of that down. And a little bit here. I think that side to break up the blue. I can already see the shimmering of it, so I think when it dries it's going to look lovely. That's the plan anyway. Right, let's get a bit more black down there. A little bit more that way. Where you can see those cells come up straight away. Let me just zoom you in a little bit. See? Apart from the glare of the skylight. See those colours? I'll show you properly in just a second. Probably lose my gloves now. Right, let's just do one more here. Touching up those edges there. Okay. Let's stretch that a little bit more. There we go. Right, I think that's it. So I'll show you what it looks like currently still wet, but close up. Right, so this is it now, close up but wet. So I'll go quite close so you can see all the colours. So you can see the green and the violet there and a bit of the blue. And then a bit of the, what is the yellow but is more gold. Let's have a look up there. And I've got enough paint left over. I think I'm going to do another one in a minute. sorry, that's a skylight in the background overhead, which is great for painting, but it's not good when you're filming or trying to take pictures. Can you see the blue and the green there? And hopefully once this dries, these colours will be much more vibrant and will really stand out. And then obviously when you varnish it afterwards, there's the blues, violet again. I think the red one seems to be a bit lost in there, but it might show up once it's dry. So you can see that. Right, and I'll come back with another video once that's completely dry. So that's how it all looks. I can get hold of that. That's how it all looks once it's still wet. There we go. Right, I'm just using the leftover paints now from earlier and just creating another black background, but this one on a much smaller canvas. There, that should be plenty of coverage for this one. Okay. Give that a torch because there's all the air bubbles in there. There's quite a lot in there. And that's a freshly made batch, so that will be lots of bubbles in there. Get the face as best I can. That's better. And then we'll go back in with the same colours. So I've got the violet, the red, the green, the yellow and the blue in the Metallic series. So let's go in with the blue. This one I think is the yellow. And the green. And the red. And the violet. These feel so nice because they're really thick. There we go. That's it. I can already see like hints of colours there. Let's give that a quick torch. And again, let's lay some black down. This one. Okay, okay. Let's just swipe through. Clean that off. Let's do that again. And just give that another swipe through. You can see I can push the paint because it's a lot of fluid there. And let's go this way. Don't push all the colour off, which I think I might have done there. Go back that way. Try and bring some of that back down. Okay, there we go. And then, stupidly not wearing gloves, but let's go. Bring the colour this way, just to the edge. Oh, the violet really takes preference there. Can you see that? That violet. Can you see a bit of the blue as well? Come this way. Don't want to lose the colour there. And come back. Oh, it's lost quite a bit of the blue now. You can see the green, the blue, violet, tiny bit of the gold there. So let's just change that composition slightly. Let's just go around the edges. Literally, I was just making this one just to use up some of the paints because I don't want to waste them. And let's touch that up slightly. Just get a couple off. Great big dollop of paint on my fingers. So let's bring in the yellow again, which I think is this one, and put the yellow down towards the centre. And it doesn't seem to want to pick up the red, so let's try some bit more red on there. And then we'll just do the blue. That's the only thing with working with a small piece, that when you tilt or start to spread the paint out, some of it, well, most of it, that will go over the sides, and then you end up losing your composition. So let's just bring that around there. A bit more. Actually, let's use a different spatula for that. Just need a slightly smaller one. Okay, there we go. Bring that down. There, that's quite nice. Just turn that back up a bit. Let's stretch out the blue. Okay. There, that's quite nice. Not sure what's happened here. Oh, that's what's happened. There's a little bit of crap in the paint. Let's get rid of that. Okay, let's get rid of that. And let's torch that again. sides, make sure they're all done. Right, and then I'll show you this one close up. This one is probably about a 6-inch, maybe an 8-inch square, maybe 8-inch square. So you can see the colours are starting to show. Sorry, that's a bit blurry. And then we'll have a look at that when it's dry, because hopefully those colours will be a bit more vibrant. And that's the leftover paints from this one that I did earlier. So this one is drying now. Give you another quick look at this one. See the blues and the greens. That's obviously the yellow, I think, the yellow and the mixture of the red. And you see the violet through there and up here. A bit of the blue. And I'll show you those when they're dry. And this is another quick one I've done using the same metallic colour paints and adding in a little bit of an amethyst pink as well. This is on a pearl white base, not a black base. This is it still wet. And this one I just sort of blew out, so I poured the colours in the middle and I've just blown them out almost into a petal flower like shape in the middle. And then I've done some little very discreet leaves in the green metallic, so we'll see what they come out like when they're dry. So I'll show you those together with this one when it's dry, and this one